All right, so I want to continue. So I feel like, well, I didn't do much this morning, so I want to continue where I left off, basically, right? So one of the things that I want to work on is actually finalizing the OpenClaw installation. So we run that command and see. So prepare an environment. I think it did it last time. Build tools installed. Okay, well, it took it a while. Right, so then we have our Figma here. So essentially I want to start kind of ticking every box of what was done and what was not. Okay, 2026 4.24, is it? Oh yeah, it's like a month, right? So okay, do they do like daily updates or something? Was this version means? All right, so then while it is installing, which is taking a hell lot of time, I wish it could have been faster. I wish it could have been faster. All right. Yeah, I want to see. I want to try and see what I can do basically. All right. So the first agent that I'm going to start with, that I actually need help with, is splitting up the content that I post. Like for example, let's let's copy that here. Right. Let's start from the very top. Right. So I have a live stream. Right, let's do like that. So the live stream by itself, it should be split. I didn't need that. It should be split into long form content. Oh my god, like long form video first of all. Then I needed to change color to something like that. Then here, come on, a short form video. Well, that's obvious, right? Then short form texts and long form texts. Long form text. All right. So now that's done. Let's check on the installation real quick. Oh, it actually finished. Okay. I'll get back to that anyway. So long form content, I think that would be the first one I want to start with, is because I want to do like YouTube videos basically, right? A YouTube video, right? So I am not actually going to be doing them because that's the thing I hate the most, like spending time on these videos. Right. The next thing I want to focus on is short form, but for now, let's just start with the long form. So what it needs to be capable of doing is, um, oh my god, it needs to be doing video slicing first of all. Right, let's change the color to yellow. Oh no, it doesn't look good. To green. Right. Video slicing. Then the next thing, video, like, what was the name? Like, I forgot. Like when you have multiple clips in AI, how's it called? Like Flow AI. Oh yeah, it's Labs Google Flow. Loading and blah blah blah. Get started, whatever. Let me actually do that off screen real quick. Why it says a new project? I already had projects. What is going on? No, it is loading. Oh my god. Anyway, something with video. Oh, I found it. Yeah. Well, a scene builder basically, right? That's what I needed. So a scene builder, video slicer, then something with audio for sure, like audio transcriber. Okay, it's obvious that it is audio transcriber. Yeah, it's getting messy basically. I need to organize it a little bit, if we can call it an organization. All right, and then I need the next thing. Okay, scene builder goes last. It will be like that. Okay, so this one will be so we transcribe the video. Video analyzer, I guess, is needed as well, like video analyzer. I think, yeah. Okay, let's rename it. It will be virality. Oh my god, why there is no word like that? Virality, like analyzer, whatever. Let's call it like that. I don't care. So it analyzes what parts are more likely to go viral. Then, so the idea is not something revolutionary, right? The idea that actually kind of stall is that, let me find it real quick. So what I'm using a service called Restream to do these videos, right? And what they did is they actually, if I can find it, yeah, okay, I found it. So it is like that. Let me scale it a little bit. Right, so I was recording a really long video, and it basically, I'm not sure what they did, but it is so nice how they did it. Like, they don't even have access to the camera itself. I had like entire video. I think I can show it real quick. Let me find it. Right, so I have these streams. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I can. So I like that's basically what the restream sees, right? Oh, can I? Okay, whatever. Okay, it's what it sees, right? It sees like the camera here on the right side, whatever is visible right now, basically, right? And then it sees the content, right? So what it did, and it's what impressed me actually, is that they actually kind of extracted those parts. I mean, you cannot see anything on the video itself, right? But you can edit it, which is also a nice feature. I wonder how to see. Yeah, it's really good. Like, that's actually what I need. Like, yeah, it's really good. But they obviously have limitations, and I'm not sure what models they're using, so I want to be in charge here, right? Yeah, you see, like, and then they also have captions. Yeah, I mean, it just it's really good. So I need something like that, really. Yeah, all right. Let's finish that. So, video slicer, audio transcriber. Okay, virality analyzer, video slicer, scene builder. So that's like the last one, right? All right, and then the last one I guess would be like approval or something, like approval, or like reiteration, basically. I'm not sure. It doesn't need to be like a skill or something, just like that. So I think that's like the main idea, to do it like that. So once we transcribe the video, then it can analyze. Um, should it be capable of also like analyzing each frame? That might be really expensive. I know. Um, Video slicer, that's an essential thing, and I don't think it should be like AI doing that. I mean, AI should be instructing that, but it should be really like a script instead. Transcriber definitely needs to be AI. You cannot do that with script. Also virality analyzer, also AI scene builder. I think that can be a script. And I guess the last part is preview for me, just to preview, and that needs to be like I don't know. It needs to be kind of like like you have a video and you have like, I don't know. It's just the preview. It doesn't need to be anything specific really. So that's kind of like the idea that I want to go for. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot to put my Mac on the charge. Let me do that. 1 second. All right, I'm back. So let's get back to setting up the OpenClaw before my session expires. Actually, user requires lockdown. Okay, what is it? Security warning. Please read. OpenClaw is a hobby project and still in beta. How did they? Is that like an emoji? Is that how they did it? Okay. Is a personal agent, one trusted operator boundary. This bot can read files and run actions if tools are enabled. Bad prompt can trick it into doing unsafe things. OpenClaw is not a hostile multi-tenant boundary by default if multiple users can mess. Like, this text is so generic, I don't know. If multiple users can message one tool-enabled agent, they share that delegated tool authority. If you're not comfortable with security hardening and access control, don't run OpenClaw. Ask someone experienced to help before enabling tools or exposing them to the internet. Recommended baseline pairing, allow list, plus mention gating. Okay. Multi-user shared inbox. Multi-user shared inbox. Split trust boundaries. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Separate gateway credentials, ideally separate OS users, hosts. Of course. Not for this price, though. Shared inboxes, isolate DM sessions, session DM scope per channel peer, and keep tool access minimal. Okay. Keep secrets out of the agent's reachable file system. How am I gonna do that? Use the strongest available model for any bot with tools on trusted inboxes. Strongest available model, huh? Okay, OpenClaw security audit deep, audit fakes, must read gateway security. Man, this shit is so boring. I can't, like, this is so boring. Okay, understand this is a personal by default and share multi-user users whatever. So setup, configure details later via OpenClaw, configure manual, configure port, network, tail scale, and auth options. I don't know. Let's go with manual. Oh my god, I don't know what this is. Local gateway. Okay, this is what I need. Remote URL okay, this is what I need. Workspace directory, OpenClaw workspace. I had this chat, right? Oh wait, hold on. Let me try open and whisper. Maybe it will work. I'm not sure. Because I hit my actually limit this week. So it says probably that I need to upgrade. Let's try it and see how it goes. Can you explain me how should I use OpenClaw with multiple profiles, but give only a concise answer? Oh wow, it actually worked. That's interesting. Okay, OpenClaw. I need to pronounce it better. Okay. So I think that was, and also it needs to kind of, what was that? Okay. Okay, I just realized actually I might be like, it would be really nice like to have video explainer, which would be an AI explainer. What's wrong with this word? I don't understand. AI. So what I think, and let's actually make it like nice to have rather than the required. Right, the way I would do that is I will just change the color. So it actually explains what happened in the video, because without that, I don't think that would actually be possible to create any kind of viral video. I don't think that would be possible. Right, so there's that. Did I forget anything? A thumbnail. Oh my god, I forgot it. Okay, so the way it would do that is it would. Okay, it would be just. All right. Like that. Okay. I should definitely stop yawning. All right. So OpenClaw profile. I'm not sure that does it has anything to do with how's it called, the workspace, with its workspace. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen. Oh yeah, it actually. Okay, I should have read that actually. Workspace profile is isolate. Blah blah blah. Okay, each profile gets its own directory. Okay, whatever. Is it directory or directory? Interesting. Okay. So I'll name it root. Why is it in root? Okay. OpenClaw workspace main. And this is so simple. And it's something more sophisticated like. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, let's call it main, whatever. I'm out of ideas. Model auth provider. So that's where it gets actually interesting. Right, because I know that with OpenAI, Xiaomi, they have what the hell? They have a model. Okay, so that's what I actually wanted to ask. How do I open a new chat? Do I just reload? Okay, so if I close that, so if I do like that, okay, whatever. So what I want to actually, yeah, can you tell me if I, what model is the best to use currently with OpenClaw? Like, for example, they have support for Anthropic, they have support for OpenAI, for ZAI, XAI, right? All of those models are hosted models that run in the cloud. I want to understand what would be the best model. Like, for example, the reason I'm asking is because with Anthropic, I know they have this crazy subscription for Cloud Code Max, but unfortunately, as far as I know, you cannot use that outside of Anthropic products, right? Which makes it basically useless, and you would have to use like an API kind of thing, right? And with OpenAI, I know they have codecs, and as far as I remember, you can use codecs subscription along with along with OpenClaw. So I'm trying to decide here what should I use because my tasks are quite heavy. Like for example, they would require video processing and stuff like that. And I know that Gemini is the best model for that, which I definitely going to leverage, but for daily tasks like just chatting and stuff like that, it doesn't make sense to use Gemini. So I'm kind of thinking to have whether OpenAI for coding or Claude, which yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And 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 anthropic and anthropic. Yeah, need to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, and here I also mention anthropic again. Okay, and again. Okay, let's see. Do they have like any kind of documentation? Like, I was trying to figure this out last time. Okay, so the last blog post was like 2 months ago. Wow, a lot of people trying to get on the hype bus. Shoutouts, the same thing basically. Trust, is it like SOC 2 compliant or whatever? Okay, I think that's not about that. Okay, I've checked all of those. I guess what I need is really integrations. Do they have like integrations with different models and shit? Oh, get started. Okay, let's see. Is that a joke? Oh, I see. They have documentation, which I have already seen. Let me actually do like that, kind of. Okay, okay. So that looks good. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, onboarding and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, so that thing is waiting patiently for my decision. So here's the concise breakdown. OpenAI Codex is your best bet for OpenClaw and a subscription. OpenAI explicitly supports ChatGPT subscription or auth usage in third-party tools like OpenClaw. So that's nice. So ChatGPT Plus or Pro covers Codex usage inside OpenClaw and a flat rate with no per token billing. This is officially sanctioned. Okay. So Cloud Max with OpenClaw is effectively that. Anthropic has shut down the subscription hack. Ah, shit. They bound tokens to specific clients and enforced transport level checks. Oh shit. There is a community proxy, Cloud Max API proxy, but Anthropic has blocked some subscription usage outside Cloud Code in the past. And API keys remain the clear policy path. Okay. So in chatgpt.com, I think, right? It is. Okay, that was a mistake. ChatGPT pricing. Yeah, there is also business. Monthly it is 25. Wasn't it? Was it 40 before? I remember it was 40. Okay, can I use? Can I use my business ChatGPT business subscription with OpenClaw? Let's see. If it works, then it would be really nice. Okay, they have. Yes, anyone with the Chat Plus, Pro, Business, Enterprise, or Education subscription can use codecs across the CLI Web ID extension and app without their ChatGPT login. Okay, so at least we have that. So let's try with OpenAI. Well, it took me a while, but OpenAI codecs. Alright, so I'll do that. But I'll do that in a separate window here. Actually, can I regenerate that? Yeah, can I do it again? Just to be safe. Yeah, I'll move it here real quick. Oh my god, it is installed in OpenClaw again. Okay, whatever. I wonder if it is going to regenerate the state and stuff like that. An app name, I mean app ID and stuff like that. Yes, it's taking ages. Alright, let's see what do we have. So onboarding overview, so we have okay. It didn't ask me to actually authenticate. I really need like 3 screens. 2 is not enough. Okay, well, it is booting still, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay, it's finally finished. Okay, dashboard URL, copy to clipboard, unavailable, no GUI detected. Bunch of shit, which I really would like to have not seen. So let's try OpenClaw on board. Let's see what it does. Oh, okay, so it did run OpenClaw on board for me before. So let's try with manual. Config handling. Reset. Full reset. Local gateway. Workspace. Main. Open AI. Open AI codecs. Yeah, I did kind of reset everything, so that's good. Now I just need to authenticate. Okay. Shit, you. That is annoying. Maybe I'll just do it differently. Let me try with another profile. Okay, so I'll just use another profile because that is annoying as hell. Then we authenticate with my email. I should have probably used continue with Google. Or maybe not. Okay. That's interesting. And then okay. So it kind of did that thing, so I think I can continue from there. Wow, they have GPT 5.1. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. I already forgot that we are. I thought that it was like 6.1 or something, like the new version. Alright, so that thing is completed. Now just let me lock one password. I don't need it anymore. Okay, and then now let's use the model gateway port. Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't know. Like, I should have used automatic. I don't know. Loop back, loop back. It's like tails. I don't, okay. I guess I need loop back. Gateway auth. Recommended default local plus remote. Tail scale exposure. I'm not sure what the hell is that. How do you want to provide the gateway token? Generate store plain text token. Use secret ref. Okay. Gateway token blank to generate. Okay, I'll do that real quick. Yeah, I like that when the generation takes a lot of time. Oh shit. So I want to try with Telegram and the Telegram bot token. Let's see. I had bot fodder somewhere here. Bot fodder. Let's see. So we have bot fodder. I need to find the token. Token is there. Your bot is using DM policy pairing. Any Telegram user who discards the bot can send pairing requests. For private use, configure and allow this with your Telegram. Okay. Select the channel. Finished. I don't need any more channels. Wait, I can actually set up Twitch chat? Well, that's interesting. Slack will connect later. Telegram, simplest way to get started. Register a bot with. Okay, that's what I did, bro. Okay. Configure DM access policies now. Yes. Allow list. No. Telegram allow from. I had it somewhere. Here's my ID. Search provider. That's interesting. Gemini, Google search, Grok, Kimi, Perplexity, search provider, structured results, country language time filters, free web search fallback with no API key required, key free, DuckDuckGo search experimental. Let's try that. Skill status eligible, 7 missing requirements, 38 unsupported on this OS, 7. Let's configure skills. Oh, 1Password. Ah, for sure. Gemini. Gemini CLI for one-shot QA summaries. I'll actually show it, why not? Right. So we have GitHub issues, fetch GitHub issues, spawn sub-agents to implement fixes, and open PRs. That would be lovely. Use the Clonebot CLI to search, install, update, and publish agent skills. Oh, that's not really needed. GOG, Google Workspace CLI for Gmail. Oh, that's nice. Why it has like this emoji of like PS4 something controller? Why like okay? GitHub query Google Places API new via the Google Geo Places CLI. Okay. Himalaya CLI to manage emails via. Okay, I don't need that. Don't need that. Obsidian, work with Obsidian Vaults. I don't have that. Nano PDF. That would be cool, but I don't need that. Trello. Manage Trello boards, lists, and cards via the Trello. I think that is needed. X URL. A CLI tool for making notification requests to the X for sure. Summarize or extract text transcripts from URL, postcasts, and local files. I guess, but at the same time, I don't want to be overwhelming. So let's remove all. Let's remove all of that for now. 1Password definitely needed. Gemini, we can hold on that. That's not needed. GitHub, not needed really. Google Work, that's needed for sure. Anything else? Oh, that's it. So once I've chosen, do I just okay? Show homebrew install command. Homebrew on Ubuntu. Many skill dependencies are shipped via Homebrew. Without Brew, you'll need to build from source or download releases manually. I guess Homebrew is nowadays available on Linux. I just didn't know that. I guess. Okay. Show Homebrew install command. Install file. 1Password brew not installed. Google Play. No. What the hell? Notion. I don't have Notion. What is that? For Whisper API. That would be cool. That will be cool. Let me just find my API key. I don't remember if I actually have one. I don't think I do. I would have to register an application. Like, this might be really annoying. I might just use one that I had previously. Wait, code? Oh yeah. Okay, it should be within my email, huh? Okay, so let's just finalize the code. Oh, and I had the API key actually. I just remembered. Yeah, but I want to create a new one. And I also need to check the budget that I have. Usage, billing. Okay, I have $11. Not much, but I have it. Okay, create new secret key. OpenClaw. Default project, create secret key, copy. Let's set it. Set 11 labs, no. Enable hooks. Bootstrap Excel files, command logger, session memory. Have session context to memory when new reset command is issued. Let's skip hooks, I don't know what that is. Please select this one option. Press space. Oh, okay. It's like it is asking me to install gateway service again. Enable system lingering for root. Linux installs use a system D user service by default without lingering. System D stops the user session and logout idle and kills the gateway. Okay, whatever. Just install that shit. Oh, wow, now it's you say it is installed. Re restart, whatever, I'm not sure why that is needed. Gateway service restarted. So that's cool. Onboarding complete. Wow. Nice. So, showcase what people are building. That I don't need that. Web search. Provider data goes search experiment is selected, but no API key was found. Web search will not work until a key is added. Configure section web. Backup your agent workspace. Control UI. Optional apps. macOS app. Android app. Health check app. So wait, hold up. Will my bot now start working or whatever? I don't think so, but let's try. DLC bot. Start. It's typing. What the hell? That's interesting. How do I like open a new window? Right, so it is typing. Hey, I just came online. Looks like this workspace is basically fresh. Wow. How did it do that? It kind of sent them one message and it exploded into that. That's cool, but yeah, I'm not sure. That's just cool. And also it asked me to configure web. I don't understand what it wants. Powered by open source, sustained by Spite and good documentation. Spite. I know who that is. Existing config detected. Where will the gateway run? On this machine, yes. Web search. Web search lets your agent look things up online using web search tool. Choose a managed provider now, and codecs capable modems can also use native codecs web search. Enable web search, yes. Codecs capable model can optionally use native. Enable native, okay. Codecs native web search mode. Use cached web content or live. Allows live external web access. What? I don't understand. Where did it go? Okay. Codecs native web search mode. So allows live external web access. Uses cache web content. Let's try cached. I don't know. Configure or change the managed web search provider now. Or change a managed web search provider now. I don't know. Let's try that. I don't know. So, enable web fetch. Keyless HTTP fetch. I guess. Cool. So that's done. Alright, let's get back to the... Can I scale it, by the way? Let me just do that real quick. So, actually I can do that from settings. Appearance, and then I'll just scale it like crazy. Okay, and... can I change it to that? It's funny. Alright, so what you wanna... Hey, I just came online. Looks like this workspace is basically fresh. So who am I and who are you? We should figure out a few things. What you want to call me, what kind of creature I am, my vibe, my emoji. And for you, what I should call you, your time zone, anything important I should know. If you want, we can do it fast. Just fill in this. Just fill this in however you like. My name, my creature, that sounds really interesting. If you want suggestions instead, I can page a few. Alright. Your time zone, what I should call you, your name, what I should call you. That's interesting. Just call me Aaron, I guess. My vibe, my emoji. Wow. For a person who has like really poor creative kind of thinking process, it's really like the worst questions you can ask this kind of person. That kind of person is who am I? Who I am actually, right? Like I can answer pretty easily the last three questions, but not the first four. I should have thought that like ahead of time. Okay. So if you can give me suggestions, let's do that. Why not? Emoji. That's also a hard one. So do I just copy that and do like that? Okay. Let me just stop whisper flow. So my name. Let's start with my name actually. Aaron. Aaron Dallas. You can call me Aaron. My time zone. PT. Los Angeles. And I don't live in Los Angeles, but just I wanna be like that. My emoji. Can I open the emoji? Oh, it stopped working? Oh my god. It's because I enabled that shit with dictation. Dictation. I need to disable that shit. I actually don't know what are the other ways to show emojis. That's interesting. I haven't done that before. So I always did like that, like twice pressing function button, and you get the emojis. My emojis are really crazy, but like I don't know. There's so many emojis to pick from. I think a robot or something like that. I don't know. That's really interesting. What can I do? I don't know. Oh well, is that a claw? Like a bee, unicorn, moose face? It is a moose. Okay. I thought it was like look, it is almost the same as lobster. You see? Oh, I confused it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have these kind of things on the sides. I don't know. Like, actually, I just realized what I love is gym. Can I use gym emoji? Woman, man, weightlifter, weightlifter. Maybe like running. Yeah, let's use that. I don't know. Name. I know. I just came up with Ferno. Whatever. Ferno. Suggests to me different creatures or vibes that I can use. I don't know. Maybe it will give me some ideas. How is it typing so fast? Like, I just send a message. How is it already typing? Nice. Ferno is good. Bit dramatic but punch. I like it. You already got Ferno. That's that. Bro, please. Bro. Okay. Creature ideas for Ferno. Come on. Can I just read? Oh my god. Jim Gremlin. That's fun. Force Spirit. Force Spirit. A little fire being that lives in the machine and helps make things happen. It's hilarious. Digital Salamander. Classic. Fire creature. Nah. Jim Gremlin. Tiny chaos creature powered by caffeine and personal records. Training familiar. Training familiar. What is that? Machine Imp. Amber Automation. House Demon. Pocket Titan. Oh, so all of those are actually creatures? Why do I need a creature? Like, why do I like? I think that's why people just give up. They're like, for people who doesn't have this creative type of thinking or creative type of mind, that's just unbelievably hard to overcome. Creating that thing. Okay, good combination. Steady craftsman, dry and witty. Warm drill sergeant, stoic fire. Oh, I like that. Stoic fire. Minimal words, strong opinions, discipline, intense without being loud. I like that. Best fits for Ferno, Forge, Spirit, Digital, Salamander, and for Vibe, calm and sharp, dry and witty, warm drill sergeant. If you want, I can narrow this down to 3 polished identity options, 1 serious cool set, 1 funny set, 1 weird set, and you can just pick one. That is a typical ChatGPT answer. Like, I can spot this anywhere. Anyway, and yeah, like I can spot this anywhere, and the marketer in the company that I work for, he's like, nah, I actually came up with all this content myself, and I'm like, nah, bro, that's not true. That cannot be true. Okay, so my opinion. Okay, so I actually like Stoic Fire. I actually like that. Pocket Titan, tiny assistant, huge energy. Feels motivational, sturdy, intense. Good if you want the like. It doesn't match. Like if I have Pocket Titan with Stoic Fire, I don't know. Let's try that. Pocket Titan plus Stoic Fire. Let's see what happens. That works. Ferna. Pocket Titan vibes. Stoic Fire emoji. Man heavy lifting. That gives off compact but powerful, disciplined, direct, intense in a controlled way. No overly chatty, but definitely present. I like that. So the identity is basically a small, strong thing with absurd reserves of willpower. I I like that. Good, very good actually. If you want, I can now log this in and update identity MD user MD, and then we can do the next step. Any preferences, boundaries you want me to follow, whether you want to keep using me here on Telegram only or set up anything else. I need my whisper flow back. I wanna be typing that shit all over again. Yeah, let's log it in and let's continue with the rest of the things. I'm not familiar with any preferences or boundaries I can give you, so if you can explain that cons like concisely, that would be nice. I will be using you primarily with the Telegram, but later on I want to set up Slack. Not now, somewhere like tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, somewhere in the future. Doesn't matter. Get in and I said like it, and let's continue with the rest of the things. Why I is small? It's not right. Not familiar with any preferences or boundaries. Why I is from what the hell? I can give you. So if you can explain that concisely, that would be nice. Again, what the hell? Whisper flow. I'll be using you primarily with the Telegram, but later on, yeah, whatever. Like it is typing again. That's crazy. And I want to add profiles, right? Let me see. Oh man, I already closed that. Shit. I set up my first OpenClaw bot. Help me understand how can I set up multiple profiles so I have one for like marketing, another one for social media, and third one for development, fourth one for like a lot of different OpenClaws, I think is the name. But give me a concise answer. But how can I set multiple profiles? Like a lot of different OpenClaws. I think that is the name. That's not needed. But give me a concise answer. Just got a message. Oh, guess who it is? That's my boy. Wow. Okay, so it's logged in. Fern. Okay, I am not going to read that again. Quick, concise version of preferences, boundaries. Preferences. didn't I just explain that? Like, can you just inherit preferences from, I don't know, boundaries, what you want me to be careful about? Don't message anyone or post publicly without asking. Don't run destructive commands without checking first. Don't be overly chatty in group chats. Don't store certain private stuff unless I explicitly ask. Ask before making decisions that affect money, accounts, data. A reasonable starter setup would be conscious by default, be direct, not corporate, ask before an external action, ask before destructive actions, keep private things private, use Telegram as the main channel for now, revisit Slack setup later. If only you can just say, okay, one note, I updated your idea, but the git commit didn't go through because git on this machine doesn't have username email configured yet. Not a big deal, the files are updated, just not committed yet. If you want next, we can do either set your default preference boundaries, set up a better long-term memory file for what matters to you. Okay. So all these agents I'll be setting up with what? Like I'll be setting up all of these agents with Slack. My cat is yawning. This is funny. Okay, let's just finalize this setup and I'll have to finish the stream then. So I definitely think that's a good starter point to use Telegram as the main channel. For now, let's remove be concise by default, be direct, not corporate, as before an external action, as before destructive actions, keep private things private. Okay. Talk about how proactive you want me to be. Anything else left I need to run off? Alright. I need to save that somehow because I keep asking the same question like third time already. Pretty much just one thing left later. I should delete Bootstrap MD once we are fully done with the setup. For now, you're basically set. When I have locked in Inferno, blah 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 blah. Okay, so yes, you can run up. Setup is good enough to function normally. When you're back, we can do any of these. Finish cleanup, set up Slack, add more preferences, just start using me normally. You don't need to do anything before leaving. Let's finish cleanup, set up Slack, not needed. What kind of preferences are there? Are there? Yeah, let's do that. And this one, I want to store it somewhere. I guess I'll just store it after the stream in a file or something. Oh, there's actually two ways to do that. It's by having agents or by having profiles. Each profile gets its own database, config, skills, and agent state. Just create them with the CLI. Switch between them with the OpenClaw profile. Use marketing. You can even configure different models per profile. Okay. OpenClaw profile config marketing set model entropic. Wow. I committed the setup files. Bootstrap only was already not tracked on GIS, so there was nothing to remove it. Like, why? Why did you even say that it needs to be removed then? Like, I don't know. By function BR past Bootstrap now. As for kinds of preferences, there are the useful categories communication, how I talk, example, concise. Like I told you already. Communication, decision style. Decision style. What's just answer the questions. Suggest better options if I see them. Push back when something seems dumb. Ask more questions first versus make reasonable versus okay. Well, let's do that. So communication, how I talk. Examples: concise versus detailed, blunt versus gentle, casual versus formal, bullet points versus paragraphs. Give bottom line first. Are those things for me to pick from, or like I don't know? Just give me short default, or I can propose default profile and I'll edit it. There's so many bots on Kick, that's crazy. Communication: concise, direct, casual, lead with bottom line. Answer the question first, then suggest a better option if there is one. Push back if something seems wrong. That's definitely the right way to do that. Mostly wait to be asked, but point out useful things when they are obvious or important. Safety: as before any external action, destructive action, money related action, or anything involving sensitive accounts data. Memory: remember projects, preferences, and recurrent context. Avoid storing highly sensitive info unless you're explicitly asked. Okay. More style: practical over theoretical, fastest solid solution over fancy one. Explain more only when needed. Message and behavior: don't spam, send one solid message instead of fragments. Be helpful in groups only when there is real value. Okay, let's just end this. So profiles. I'm kind of curious. Do profiles act as their own kind of agents that work on their own? I don't understand why would I need to switch between them using the use command. Like I need 5 different agents that will be capable of running at the same time, like with 5 different bots in Telegram. How can I do that? My machine is 16 gigs of RAM, so I think that would be enough to run 5 different gateways, I guess, is what I need, right? Done. I'm using the profile now. Technical note: the files were updated, but the last commit didn't happen because Git only saw audit untracked workspace files and not in stage from this edit path. No, for right now the preference data itself is set. At this point you are good to go. Where established blah blah. On the optional cleanup left, that it was removed from the workspace file later. Create a proper long-term memory in MD, but neither is urgent. So unless you want one last cleanup pass, we can just move on and use this normally. Let's do last cleanup pass. This is annoying. What I want is multi-agent setup on a single gateway. Each agent is fully isolated with its own workspace, credentials, session, storage. Come on, my phone is... I need to grab it. It's annoying as hell. I'll just mute the agent real quick. Okay, so that it doesn't... Okay, I'll finish. Okay, done. Let's clean up pass. Last cleanup pass is finished. Created memory, committed this setup, clean. It's not furnished, properly established, and we can stop thinking of this as a setup. You can just use me normally from here. Okay, fair enough. Can you tell me the weather, you know, like... If I send it like a voice message, I wonder if it will be able to answer back. This is kind of interesting. 50 Celsius degrees. Why do you answer in Celsius? Fahrenheit. Okay. Okay, that's good. Will you be able to answer my messages if I send a voice message? I think I provided the OpenAI whisper key. I'm just wondering. Okay, this typing. but it didn't read the message. I'll transcribe the audio first, and I'll answer whatever is said in it. That's interesting. Yes, I can answer voice messages. He said, "Will you be able to answer my message? Send a voicemail." I think I provided the open whisper key. I'm just wondering. Says things send yes voice messages work. If you send audio, I can transcribe it and reply normally. Okay, I'm glad that that's the case. Can you then actually respond with an audio? I wonder if there are any models in OpenAI that you can actually use to generate voice. But before actually doing that, I think it would make sense for you to ask for what kind of voice tone I would actually prefer first. Okay. 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 So I can use one gateway but have multiple agents. So that's nice. And they all will be isolated. So now the $1,000,000 question, what I'm going to build first with that. Discover reply with audio too, and your logic is right. Before doing that, I should ask what kind of voice you want. A few quick preference knobs. Voice wipe, warm, calm, energetic, serious, playful, deadpan. Pace, slow, normal, quick, accent, neutral, American, British. Style, natural conversation, polished narrator, slightly dramatic. That's interesting. So let's just copy that. And yes, OpenAI have a voice capable model tools for speech generation. Once you pick the style, I can see what's available and this set up and test it properly. So voice vibe. I think I want to go with energetic. I want to go with quick, neutral American accent. Gender, masculine, feminine, androgynous. I'm like feminine. I want a feminine. Natural conversation, like slightly dramatic. Slightly dramatic, that's funny. Let's try that. I wonder how it's going to work. Like, but it didn't like, you can see that it didn't listen anything. That's a solid default, that's funny. If on the next step is simple, I can check what. Yes, check, please. Yes, check, please. Yeah, it is. That's why I asked it to. That's why I said that it should kind of ask before doing any meaningful things. So it does make sense. Yeah, so the generation is available here. I verify the OpenAI package is present. The speech and point produce an actual MP3 file so I can generate voice replies in this environment. Why I need no, the model list check was noisy, but the important part is the real test succeeded and audio file was created successfully. So the answer is yes, I can do voice replies and I have your preferred default style. If you want the next message, I can send you a real short audio reply test. Alright, so then why don't you actually. Alright, so then why don't you act as my personal therapist for a couple messages? Like, what I'm dealing with is that I have neighbors above me, and they are so annoying. They just run all the time. They have a small kid, like 3 years old or something like that. And they're so annoying. I'm just getting increasingly upset with that. And that is not happening right now. That's why I have this normal voice. But I kind of wonder, what should I do? Like, should I talk with them? Should I threaten them or something like that? What should I do, basically? I'm curious what is gonna answer. Next I wanna run and see OpenClaw like get, or maybe list. I think list would be agents. Maybe I don't even need arguments. I read more man pages than any human should, so you don't have to. Okay, so I have agents main identity. Fair enough. I like that. Telegram default configured routine rules map channel account peer to an agent. Use bindings for full rules. Channel status reflects local config credentials for live health OpenClaw channel status prop. They really need some kind of highlight in here. It's hard to understand whether that's a command or that's something else. I wasn't threaten them, that's the clearest part. What to do in order to don't confront them while angry. Can you come on. Can you send it as voice? I thought we agreed to talk via voice messages for a couple. By voice for a couple messages. Wow, the setup was really easy. Well, there were obviously some hurdles. I mean, nothing too complex. I'm kind of curious to listen to that, and also a little bit creepy. Like, this is really creepy, but I mean, it is not. It doesn't sound like, you know, the person who is stopping, who is like thinking basically, right, when they're answering. It's like going smoothly. At the same time, there are no pauses, no anything. So that's a creepy part about talking with AI right now. Okay, that makes sense. I actually talked with them and they said that they did their part already. They're trying to make as like the little noise possible. So they're already doing their part. I'm also doing my part with earplugs. But what you mentioned is that I think what upsets me in this situation is that my helplessness, right, is that I cannot do anything about this situation and I just have to swallow it. I just have to accept the fate at this point. Which kind of makes sense. If we detach the person me from the situation, then that's basically what Stoic teach, right? Is that you can only control your thoughts, you cannot control anything else. Come on, can you just stop freaking showing? Like, wow, like every time I hover, it shows. Alright. Why is it typing? I don't like that. I thought it was gonna answer with audio. Come on, it answered with audio. Again, 55 seconds. What is the reason for that? And why is it reply 39? Does it like count replies? How many we had? Interesting. Okay. So that sounds good. I guess we'll call it a day for now. I'll be leaving, and I'll see you in a few moments, I guess, because I'm streaming currently. I'll have to end the stream and do some errands, and after that I'll come back. I want to build some things. I want to build some agents, sub agents for you. Like, actually, I want to have you as a master profile, and then I'll have other profiles that you should be able kind of to control and call them and orchestrate them. So we'll see how that goes. All right. And on that note, I mean, like, how is that a concise answer? I don't know. Anyway, let's call it a day for now. I'll be stopping my stream. It's been hour and 20 minutes, the longest stream so far. It's kind of hard to even speak right now. My throat is hurting a little bit, but I definitely made some good progress. The next thing I'll be implementing that part. Um, I'm still new to the OpenClaw. I guess I'll just meanwhile learn a little bit how to set up properly everything, because I keep asking the same question 3 times already. And then I'll come back probably tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday, definitely not on Monday, and start with the plan.